First at the alley-oop play from Marvin Cruz to John Williamson. And here's that last jumper by Willie Miller. We'll be right back after this break. Even if tomorrow is a holiday, we're going to give you a reason to wake up early. It's Game 5 of the 2010 NBA Finals between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics. And now that that series has turned into a best of 3, should be pretty exciting. Game 6 will happen on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Both games live on Solar TV.
Well, tomorrow is still at Boston in Game 6. Definitely there'll be a Game 6 will be at the Lakers Staples Center. If there's Game 7, it'll be at Staples Center. I really think the team that wins tomorrow is going to win the series.
6 minutes and 10 remaining in the first quarter. Asi Taulava is on the floor for the first time. Williamson still can't find his jumpers. Miller now against David. Pass almost taken away. Still 12 seconds on the Barangay Ginebra shot clock. Yancy De Ocampo. Now Miller all alone. And the Coca-Cola Tigers are keeping the tempo up. Look at Gary David challenged in midair by Helterbrand, and Helterbrand will be called for the foul.
Good 2-on-1 play. Nice pass there by Marvin Cruz, just giving it off at the last second when Helterbrand had committed to him. So, but that was a pretty good passing play there by Yancy De Ocampo. He passed up on the three-point shot to give Miller, who had just hit two shots, earlier.
And Mike Cortez getting ready to make his debut as a Barangay Ginebra King. By the way, that free throw shot was brought to you by BNEG Derby Ace Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa llamado. Paulo Mendoza also checking in for the Coca-Cola Tigers. Gary David, fresh off a 29-point performance and a 2-point loss to the Air 21 Express. And those free throws cut the lead to 6, 14 to 8, 5 minutes and 32 still remaining in the first quarter. Mike Cortez, only on his second day with the organization. And this is going to be a turnover against Barangay Ginebra. Over to Leo Cruz now with this report.
Thanks, Vito. On their new import, John Williamson, Coach Bo Peresol, and especially assistant coach Alex Talton told me that they feel they've been getting out-rebounded the whole conference, so they wanted to fill that void. That's why they picked up John Williamson. Now, they say that he is an energy player. He brings a lot of intensity, and the team really needs that right now. He also goes hard to the glass, and while he can score, he is also a good passer, and he has a high basketball IQ, so his teammates have responded very positively to him. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Leah, for that update. And John Williamson, we're still waiting for his production to get started here. I'm sure the Coca-Cola Tiger coaching squad are hoping for the same thing as Marco Macapagal now comes into the ball game.
Oh, we see Leroy Hickerson walking into the Coliseum. Import of Air 21 had a great performance the other night.
That's correct.
Actually, I think that's the record for the import in this conference with 46 points. Mike Cortez, nice pass there to Yancy De Ocampo, and he buries it. Good timing on the pick and pop.
First assist for Mike Cortez as a Barangay Ginebra King. That's 5 points now for Yancy De Ocampo, and Barangay Ginebra threatening to open up the first double-digit lead of the ball game. Mendoza out to Macapagal. He had a little bit of space there, but hesitated on taking the three. He gets fouled on the way. Hatfield called with the foul, his second. That's going to send Mark Macapagal to the line. Macapagal, 8 points in 19 minutes. Went 1 for 5 from the three-point line in their last game. And we'd like to take this time to acknowledge the support of Hanes, the official underwear of the PBA. Mark Tagiwa now in the ball game for Barangay Ginebra. Look at his guard rotation.
And then you have Willie Wilson coming in at the 4th spot, replacing Rudy Hatfield. No? So that's another team that has a very deep lineup. Bench, I mean.
Yes.
The Barangay Ginebra Kings and they can afford to play at a, at a speed that they want to,
Yes.
because of the depth of their bench.
Denham Brown. The lane is clogged. He settles for the jumper, and it's good.
A pretty nice jump shot there. Good form. A couple of games now in the Philippines, so he's more or less accustomed to the games here.
Norman Gonzalez unchallenged for the three. Now Denham Brown taking it down. He's going full speed ahead. Off the glass, it's good.
And hitting Norman Gonzalez in the body with a little bit so that he can get that momentum upstairs. So it's now a big 11-point lead here for the Barangay Ginebra Kings.
Williamson attracting the double team here. Taulava with a jumper. And Denham Brown, who's been quite the rebounding machine this first quarter for Barangay Ginebra. Kagiwa, shaking, making the jumper.
Well, Coca-Cola has already used a 30-second timeout. They've used a full timeout. Even though they're down by 13, you don't want to burn that one timeout for the second quarter now, unless it's absolutely necessary. That's going to be a foul there, and Yancy De Ocampo and John Williamson will go to the free throw line.
That's been a rude welcome for John Williamson so far here in the first quarter. Hasn't had too many open looks and has had to work for his baskets, much like he did there. He's earned this trip to the line. As we mentioned at the top of the coverage, John Williamson, third import for the Coca-Cola Tigers out of Columbus, Ohio, and has played stints in France, Poland, and Sweden.
Well, those are not very strong leagues, and they don't pay very much. Really, I've done a lot of recruiting of imports. Those are very weak leagues, actually. They're not guys. They're not competitive to the other, Team A's of Europe, wherein they pay a little bit more, and just competitive with us.
Sure. 11-point advantage for Barangay Ginebra. Double team on Mark Aguiwa. It forces the turnover. Down low, Williamson. No clear looks. Backdoor play. Can Rizada finish? No. But there's Asi Taulava to clean up the mess.
And we'll talk about that later, because he came to me earlier talking about those follow-ups that he couldn't make the other night, and he said, I'm work hard on this.
And we will talk more about that right after this break. And we are back here at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Over to Leah Cruz standing by with this report.
All right, thanks, Vito. In this ball game, Coca-Cola head coach Bob Benasol told me that they got to do a better job of matching up with the backcourt of Ginebra. Ginebra's strength is really their guards. Even their bench can deliver. Also, when Ginebra goes zone, they have to be able to execute their offense and use the advantage of their bigs. Also, Larry Rodriguez is set to make his comeback today after being sidelined by an injury. And now I think Patricia Dizon has something for us on the Ginebra side. Pat?
Well, Eric Menk is still sidelined because of his injury, which happened over 2 weeks ago because of that calf injury. He's still on a day-to-day basis. We also know that J.J. Halterbrand has been nursing an injury on that right leg, which he sprained behind his knee, and he admits that it's been tough. It affects the way he jumps and the way he pushes off. He's not as quick, but it doesn't seem to be bothering him today. But having Mike Cortez and having Mets to help him out finally will give him the boost that he's been looking for. Now, he's never played with Cortez before, but he knows he'll be an asset. Vito?
Thank you, Leah. And Patricia, for those reports, expect more reports from the huddles a little later on. In the meantime, we resume with first quarter action. Rezada scoring on the finger roll. 2 minutes. Denham Brown. All rebounds his own miss.
He's having a field day there on the offensive boards, and then, you miss it, but you get the boards and you get the follow-up. So, a couple of statistical points for you.
And Denham Brown is not the tallest of imports here
But he
in the
can jump,
Fiesta Conference.
and you can see his body is built like a jumper. It's all going straight up. He has a good second jump. And a good outside shot here by Macapagal here.
Macapagal, 28% shooter from beyond the arc in this Fiesta Conference. Cortez down to Denham Brown. Inside, Villanueva.
Simply is no defense there on the inside for Coca-Cola, and that's very disturbing to the coaching staff. Almost everybody is scoring at will there on the inside. The import, Rico, Willie Wilson,
And now Williamson. I believe this might be the first single